So if we talk about creating youth policies in the field of employability, we have to keep in mind that on the one hand we talk about issues that are about young people, and then on the other hand issues that are connected to employment. And this means that we have to ensure that employment as a subject is tackled properly in the issues, in the policies about young people, for example, youth law, if there is one, youth strategy, different other policy documents that address youth issues in general, that there is a section on employability. And then on the other hand, that in the general policies on employment, like law for employment, laws for incentives for employees, for companies, etc., that there is a separate section for young people. One key moment for young people to be aware of is that the policies that are being created should be applicable and implementable. So sometimes you have to stop yourself from being too ambitious and create policies that are realistic and that can be done in the specific context.
It's very important. Young people positively impact their own development and society by taking of the following action: civil engagement, active participation in democratic processes, including voting and influencing local and national politicals.
It is important for us to be the part of every decision-making process and every steps, in writing laws, adopting laws, monitoring and implementing that law in practice.
I personally believe that we know our problems the best, and that's why we can make public policies in our domains the best, whether it is about employment, even if it's now about public transport, that the youth, there was some protests about that, free public transport for the youth, the student meals as well. I think that those are policies that the youth will benefit the most.
We are very happy to have a chance to participate in this education and to get along with other participants from other countries because we can discuss the policy about employment and youth policies in general.
I think that it's important to young people to participate in creating policies because it's their sphere of life. It affects their young life, and they are the ones who face the problems every day. And because of that, I think that it is important for them to be a part of it.
I think when we make policies, certain decisions in life, we firstly need we have to have this empathy, the feeling of empathy. And I think when we made the politics about youth, no one better than youth can make a decision better for themselves. So if we need to make a policy decision for something, no one can know better than it is itself. So I think involving the youth in the politics, they will know better for their needs, for their special requirements that they need.
Well, the importance goes into various ways. I think that youth participation is important in the society as a whole in order for them to stay in the countries where they belong, so they can feel included and they can feel that they're participating in some greater good that are doing in society.
I'm a millennial. Generation Z is a lot faster. They have some other habits and I cannot think like them. That is the main reason why the young people need to be included in decision-making process. Because firstly, I don't believe when some 60-year-old politician is making decisions in my name. He don't understand.
So you said it by yourself, they're affecting us, so to take steps for the future we have to rethink now. Taking youngsters into consideration and their thoughts or opinions is like taking the base, because they know what is wrong with the policies, they know when the challenges are, then they know the right way to make it right for the future. So I think that's why we need to hear more of them and make them more, hear them voice more.
it's important because that these young people have the energy, have the potential, and have the ideas that can be implemented. And these implementations are going to gain money. Those money are going to grow the economy of a state or a society, and this grow economy can help all the spheres, social spheres, that can have like a mutual function that is for good outcomes.
Including young people to different discussions of the policy-making process not only benefits them directly, but also helps the generation to be more productive and to have more benefits in the future.
First, the policies should be based on data, and we should first research how many young people are in our countries, how many people are employed, not employed, then the educational background, whether they do not have, and they to be based on actual data. And then another important policy for the young people will be the one policy that the young people will feel ownership towards the policy, meaning that they will be included in all phases of the creation of the policy.